Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are doing kind of a little fun review for us. Just to let you in a little bit behind the scenes, we've had these for a while. They're the Old Forester 150 anniversary, all three batches. And we thought, it'd be really cool to do that on our 150th subscriber. And we jumped from about 130 to over 200 really quickly. And so we kind of missed out at the 150. So we wanted to go ahead and do it because, and there are a lot of reviews out there on this already. But this was just kind of one of those things that we've been holding and waiting until kind of like a special occasion for us in our video recording timeline. So that's what we're going to do today.
Yeah, pretty much. So for everybody who was not aware of the 150th release, these were actually released last year. There was some difficulty getting them out with COVID and everything going on. Really, I mean, I've seen them kind of throughout the country, like, on different Facebook pages, stuff like that. Not a lot. Most of it's all been here in Kentucky, out obviously at Old Forester Distillery.
Yeah.
And also, there was some controversy kind of with these bottles in general because they were very, very, very hyped up, as they should. And there was a lot of people who were very disappointed with them. So it should be fun for us to kind of see, because we
already have some preconceived notions of which ones would probably, what through other reviews have been like, we know which one most people consider the best and which one that people consider the worst. Yeah. And so we're going to see how that plays out in our palate. It may play out that way in our palate. We just don't know.
No doubt.
So I'm going to go ahead and grab batch one and...
Yeah, go ahead. I'll start talking about them all, since they're basically all three the same. There was like 150 barrels that they picked from, and then they divided them three up roughly 50-50-50. I think some were like, one was like 54, one was like 47, whatever. I don't know, something like that. And they blend them all together, and then that's how you got your three batches. Now, all of these have a mash bill of 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. And they're all exactly at the price point of $150.
Yeah.
1 point for every year they're celebrating, or $1 for every year they're celebrating. So, but anyways,
I would think now they'd be a little bit more expensive because the last President's Choice was just right below $200.
Yeah.
So.
Well, everything's
just kind of
everything's going up.
Yeah.
So
everything's jumping.
It's just crazy.
Except for the price of wood, if you're building a house, is going down. So, you have that that to look forward to.
Yeah. So we're on batch one right now. Yep. This is 125.6 proof. They're all pretty much around the same proof. I think it's like all within like a 1.2 proof.
This is actually the lowest proof one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, I'm getting like it's like a black cherry. But not like a black cherry licorice, like not terrible black cherry.
There's a good black cherry, and then there's a terrible black cherry, and
it's not a terrible one.
Yeah.
Also getting a little bit of a coffee note.
I could smell like a little more chocolate in it.
Oh yeah, now you kind of start to get that palate. Get a little bit of like caramel, chocolate, a little jammy, a little bit.
You've been jammed.
Yeah, a little jammy, a little smoke. Has a nice long finish to it.
Yes, it does.
It's a little on the back end though. It has a little bit of a grain note to it though. That's kind of weird. That's normally not. That's kind of very off profile for Old Forester. Well, that Brown-Forman.
Yeah. It honestly, this one kind of hits kind of like a rye in a little bit of its way, like
a little bit of that spice.
Yeah. Right there on the end of it.
It's like, I'm being serious. Like, I get like a ton of jam on this, just like a ton of like fruit jam. It's not like But it's not like a cherry jam or a strawberry jam. It's just like a fruit jam with like some rye spice mixed in there.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's pretty.
The grain, but you still get that weird. I'm getting that weird grain note that I don't know where I'm getting
Yeah.
that from. That is a little weird.
Got some sweetness to it.
Yeah. Now, the more you go back to the nose, though, you kind of get a little bit of like a tobacco or a smoke
Yeah.
note to it.
All right.
But yeah. All right, batch number 2.
Batch number 2.
So this one's going to be 126.4 proof. So basically, right in the ballpark of it.
Yep. Right in the ballpark.
Getting a little bit everywhere.
That was a little sloppy.
A little sloppy. Also, while I'm sitting here talking about these bottles, can I just say, not my favorite packaging of any bottle.
No.
I like the tubes.
Yeah.
The tubes are cool.
I think the tube's what sold it. Like.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't like that the bottle is dark, and I don't know, just it doesn't sell for me. I know I'm sitting here sounding very critical, and that's rare for me of Old Forester, but I'm being fair and honest. It was.
Now this one is very fruity on the front end to me.
Oh yeah,
Like on the nose, I can really smell.
it's like a banana strawberry.
Yeah. The fruit definitely comes out
Mm-hmm.
in it.
It's like a very red fruit, which I know we say that note all the time. Everybody does.
It's like oak.
yeah, it's like
spicy
caramel,
fruit.
chocolate, whatever.
It's true. I mean, it's just sometimes that's the prevalent thing.
Mhm. Oh wow, it tastes just like
Kind of. I know what you're gonna say.
a cherry Coke,
Yeah, like
straight up like a cherry Coke,
yeah. It definitely has, and that cold.
and it has a finish like
Yeah.
a warm cherry Coke too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
yeah. I mean we've all had a warm soft drink in our time, right? So has that finish where it's like you don't want to say spicy, but it just has like that warm carbonation to the end of it, and that's how it's tasting there. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't get the rye in this one that I do in that one. Like
No,
that-
it's because
that-
I get straight cherry Coke.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm getting out of this batch too, and I don't. So, full transparency here, I opened these up just to let a little air into them. I haven't had any pours out of these, but I've had all 3 of them before. I don't remember getting cherry Coke out of the second batch before.
Yeah.
So, okay. It does have though, on the palate, has a little bit of like a weird dry medicine kind of finish to it,
Like with that
like
spice.
a coating.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that. It might be that spice. That's a little.
That one leaves my tongue like dry in comparison to this one.
Yeah, it's almost like a wax.
Yeah.
Which I know that sounds terrible because it's not great, but everything else to it's actually pretty good. Oh.
This one is the highest proofed one.
Yep, this is the 126.8 proof.
Yep.
So right now, this is almost coming off. This is coming off very like there's a lot of like floral notes to it.
Yes. Yeah. Very much so.
In brown sugar.
And
A brown-
ethanol is really strong in it too.
like if you get past that ethanol and that floral note,
Yeah.
then like that brown sugar just like smacks you. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
clear
I
my
did.
palate after that second batch. You can definitely still. I will say something that I always appreciate with a good bourbon is whenever the finish lasts. That I don't know if I'd care for that finish though.
The cherry
Gotcha.
cola finish,
Yeah, that cherry cola finish.
the Dr Pepper finish.
Yeah. That one definitely has a little bit of a butterscotch note to it. A little spice. Still has floral notes to it, which it's not my favorite. Got a little bit of cherry.
There's that rye on the back end of it. Yeah, the spice and the rye that kind of leaves your tongue just aching for some water or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
I don't think third batch is my thing either.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's a little simple,
Yeah,
and I just think it leaves you. It's not like the other two are blowing you out of the water, but I just think batch 3 is just not nearly as good as the other two.
yeah.
So,
I would agree with that.
all right. So if we're ranking them, then what's your thought on this one? Because mine's easy.
I honestly, I hate to go with the general consensus of it.
I know.
It's 1, 2, 3.
Exactly. Let me say this though. 2, I think overall has a better palate.
I like the front end of 2
Yes,
a lot.
I agree. I like it more than 1, but I don't like that finish as much.
Yeah. It's close for these. Honestly, there'll probably be days, and I'm a little stuffed up, so there might be some days where this
Sure.
one I would like more than this one.
Sure. Yeah.
I think that would be the case at some times.
Yeah, no doubt.
But all in all, 1 and 2 are 5 links ahead of
Mhm.
3.
So now, what's your recommendation on it?
I think for take into consider the price point. I'd probably, had it not been the 150th anniversary, I would say pass.
Yeah.
What it has going for it is the fact that it is the 150th anniversary bottle.
Sure.
And there's not going to be another big day like this until
200,
yeah.
175.
Yeah. So it's going to be a while. And so, but for the bourbon itself, I mean, I'm not going to. Some of the single barrels and some of those, some of those releases are as good, probably better than these. So,
well, like you compare it to, is it better in birthday bourbon? No, I don't think so.
No.
Is it better in President's Choice?
No.
Is it better? Is it better than Angel Share?
No.
So then you're comparing it to single barrels in the barrel strengths and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I think these are better than a lot of those. I've had a couple really good ones that I'd maybe flight them against to see.
Yeah.
But it doesn't live up to, in my opinion, it doesn't live up to the expectation.
Right.
And then also the hunt of it. I mean, I think it's a good bottle if you can get it. Like, I think if it was like around like $100,
Yeah.
I think it's a lot better.
$80 to $100.
Yeah, I think it's a lot better bottle.
But you're not getting no Forester special release.
No. I mean, and it's just
it's just Old Forester at this point in time, which I'm not dogging them on. I mean, we love it. And by the way, Old Forester getting kind of sneaky.
Yeah, they are.
I like it. Keep up your sneakiness, Old Forester. If you're watching this, keep it up. I love it.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, I just think at the end of the day, I don't want to say it's a hard pass for me or it's a pass, but I would definitely tell you to try it.
Yeah.
And
go to a bar.
Yeah, go to a bar, go to somewhere really nice, try it, spend the money on it.
Yeah.
Try to get a batch 1 or 2. But I wouldn't, I'll be honest with you, if there's a release we're going to and this is one of the bottles,
I would pass.
If there's stuff around that price range, like even on like the secondary price range of that, there's a lot of other stuff out there that's just better. Yeah. And I get it. I get why people were disappointed with the release.
Yeah.
So
understand.
But I'll say this: they've had a heck of a run.
They have.
So
Angel Share, phenomenal.
Crushed it.
The last 3 or 4 President's Choices, really good.
Yeah. Really
Actually,
good.
probably some, I haven't had any of the early ones to know, but the President's Choices.
Those early ones pretty good too.
Yeah. So the older ones I would say are pretty good too. But anyway, so it's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did it. I'm glad
Oh, sure.
we tasted all three of them together just to see if the consensus was right, and it was right.
It's pretty much spot on.
Yeah.
And we can admit that something Old Forester made isn't just top notch.
Yeah.
So you have
That's
a
all
little, you have a little credibility there. Then.
Hey, it's all right.
So, but anyways, all right.
Tell them where they can find us.
Yeah, so obviously, since you're watching us on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and hit that like button. Leave us a comment. Tell us if you found one, if you've tried it, if you like it, if you think we're totally spot on with our evaluation.
What is
of
your
it.
favorite batch?
Yeah, or if we're totally wrong with it and we've totally screwed it up, let us know. And then once you've done that, go over to our Facebook page over at Bourbon Kingdom and give us a like over there, where we share whenever we find stuff or any kind of updates for the channel or anything like that. So
yeah. All right. Well, till the next time. See ya.